Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and the glory unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles and unto the elders of Great Millstone, GMS who taught me this truth, and honors to the brethren in the Akim, that's pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith, and to YAHAWASHI for allowing me once again to come back with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is simply going to be titled 2nd Ezra 16. And I just wanted to touch upon this because this chapter, well, maybe, if, okay, so that doesn't seem to work. Let's go to, let's go to this one. Lord's will works. Okay. Hey, it's always something, man. Satan always trying to do something. Cool. Because this, this chapter, and I want to mainly focus on 1 through 18. I mean, we could really go to about 24 or 23, but this chapter covers quite a big deal. Same with this one as well, 2nd Ezra 15, which I did a lesson on earlier, and I said I wanted to touch up on both of these today. So here we are. I'm just going to start from the top, and then I know there'll be precepts in between, and I pray and hope that this lesson is edifying. So this is 2nd Ezra 16. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloaks of sack and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. And when it says Babylon, it's talking about this place known as America. Gird up yourselves. I'm going to read verse 2 again. It says, gird up yourselves with cloaks of sack and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Now this sword is referring to the sword. Well, Most High has several swords. One of his swords that comes to mind is Esau Edom. Okay, that's why David said, "Deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword." Who's the wicked? Malachi, the 1st chapter, Esau Edom. Okay, and then the other sword would be the one in which we read of in the book of Isaiah, the 34th chapter, which we'll read this. It says, Isaiah 34:1, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people." It says, "Let the earth hear, and all that is therein the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury is upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and the stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all the whole shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword," this is the Most High sword, "shall be bathed in heaven, and it shall come down. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea," which Idumea is another way of saying Edom, "and upon the people of my curse to judgment, because you Edomites are cursed," just off of the way you look alone, and that's who it's going to come down upon. Idumea, or which is the modern place, which is Idumea, this place America. And it says, verse 6, "The sword of the Lord is filled with blood, it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and the fat of the kidneys of rams." Now these rams, goats, and lambs, they're not talking about the literal animal that you think about when you come across these words. These are representing the people, because you people here in America, those of you that don't make it, you're gonna be those lambs, rams, and goats, symbolizing you being the sacrifice, and this place America being the altar. Okay. "For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea." See that? And it says, "And the unicorn," and there's going to be a great slaughter here in America, "and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with their bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and the dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense of the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch, and it shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever, and it says from generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. See, because this place is going to be completely desolate, void of any life. The only things that are going to be, dwelling here is, as you read in the book of Isaiah 34, Isaiah 13th chapter, it talks about how the owl shall dwell there and the satyr shall dance there. And that's the sword that's going to be sent, which is going to be those missiles. Because that's what's going to make this place completely desolate. Verse 4, a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent into you, and what is he that may drive them away? May a man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble when it hath begun to burn? May anyone turn again the arrow that is shot from a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? And the answer to that question is none, no one. Only one that could stop it is the one who sends it, but he's not going to do such. He's sending it for a reason. Verse 9, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and it says, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof. The sea riseth up with the waves from the deep. The waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. Because that's how the Lord's coming. He's coming in great power, to where even the fishes are going to be troubled. The waves, everybody, everything, But even at the same time, as things tremble, there's going to be those of us that rejoice. Like in the book of Chronicles, it talks about how, what is that, First Chronicles? Yep. This is First Chronicles 16 and 32. Let the sea roar and the fullness thereof, and let the fields rejoice, that and all that is therein. Then shall the trees of the wood sing out at the presence of the Lord, because he cometh to judge the earth. So even the trees, they're gonna be cheering, Hey, because those are they're alive as well, Verse 13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. These arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And those arrows are talking about those missiles. Because there's no arrow, I don't care if you get the strongest man with the sharpest arrow and the most strongest bow that you could possibly forge, and it's not going to go from one continent to another. You'd be lucky to shoot it across the lake or even across the street, Yet, nevertheless, what these are talking about is talking about those missiles. Because those are the one thing that can be shot from one end of the earth into the other. Hence why they're called intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs. Okay? And it says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again till they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as the arrow that is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plague that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because Ezra saw this and he understood that he was going to come back. Because he even said it in future tense, in those days. And like when it says in those days, meaning ahead of time. And it says, verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, What shall I do when these evils shall come? And the one thing that we're gonna really rely on is on the Most High, trusting in Him, fearing Him, and believing in Him. You know, having our faith in Him. Hey, the scriptures talk about in Ecclesiastes. Matter of fact, we can grab it. Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 6, it says, believe in Him, and He will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in Him. And that's what we're going to have to do. Believe in Him, and guess what? The Most High is going to help us. Hey, seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High, and all these things are going to be added unto thee. Okay? And that's what we're going to have to do, especially in the times in which in the times which we're going to be entering into. Verse 19, behold, famine and the plague, tribulation and anguish are sent for scourges for an amendment. But it says, but of all these things they shall not turn from the wickedness, nor be mindful of scourges. Behold, virtue shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think in themselves to be in good case. But even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And many of them that which dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. And that's what we're going to see here. All right, these places around the world, especially here in America, they're all going to be taken down, thrown down. All right, and this is all prophecy. And these are the things that will and must surely come to pass. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere to the Spirit. Just a quick little lesson that was on my mind. I pray this lesson was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. And as always, I'm going to give all the praises, honor, and the glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. And it's on to the next one, Akim. Shalom.